Listen, I'm talking to you. Yeah. 3 times.
But the first time you lost the wager twice, and I was.
And I want your point. How many times have you slept in that bed?
4 times.
But I slept there more than you.
What are these guys talking about, please? Okay, so Tulani Mandala decided to hype himself a bit. We don't know if it's alcohol influence. I don't know what really made him start talking about the H2H, but guys, literally, I think one of the things that this housemates decided to do to get their self out of the boring party they had experienced was just to spice their nights with having conversations about the house challenges. And guys, Tulani did not disappoint us because he was there busy hyping himself about being the biggest, world greatest, award-winning, record-breaking head of house in Bbmzansi. You guys, I'm going to be telling you all about the after-party gist, the conversations that like we saw it happen in the house after these guys had the most annoying, boring, hilarious Saturday night party. I'm going to be giving you the gist as usual. Guys, if you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. You guys know in here we talk about real-time stories, reality shows, trending topics, social issues, and stuff like that. If these are the things that you like, please just hit on the red subscribe button right now to be a part of this community. Do not forget to turn on the post notification bell, as this will always help you get a lot of my video every time I share new content. Guys, with that said, let me just go into the gist already. So guys, literally after the Saturday night party, you guys already know I have a video about that. You probably want to check that to know what the vibe was all about. But after that party, we actually saw this housemate, you know, busy. I don't know what to call this group now. Themba, Gashwan, and what's his name again? Libo. Their friendship, like, or let's just say friendship, they are vibing together more. So we actually saw them doing their thing, you know, after the party, and I was like, okay, this is after party cruise. So I was actually expecting some very, very, very interesting conversation, like maybe them going back to their sexual talk and success talk. Well, hey, it was different. Okay, it wasn't different. Tulz decided to just hype himself a bit. So he was busy saying, he asked the question of who was the best H2H of all times. He said he was the first, he was the second, he was the third. And then he kind of got into an altercation. Not really altercation, just an argument. But guys, it was literally very, very, it was very obvious that these guys were very intoxicated. Like, they were intoxicated, they were speaking under the influence of alcohol, because with the way the tempo was going, I mean, for the first time we saw Tulani really, like, would I say vent? He wasn't really venting, but he was swearing. He was using a lot of swear words, and he kept on saying, you know what, I won head of house challenge, I won all the wager. But guys, Themba was there to refresh his memory. He was there to tell him, you know what, you lost. You were the first H2H and you lost the weekly wager tax the first time. Then you won it the second time. I was the head of house for 2 times and I won the wager task twice. So that says a lot. I mean, it was just back and forth conversation about H2H, and you know, it was quite interesting. At the end of the day, Shunano was trying to prove his point. Themba was trying to prove his point. At some point, Themba was like, okay, you know what, guy, cool down. It looks like you're getting too high on this. Cool down. Calm down. And, you know, that was the highlight for me. I was like, okay, Themba really knows when to snap out of that mood and, you know, how to make peace when it looks like everything is trying to break loose. But, you know, we saw Libo, like, screaming at them, you guys, do you want to fight? Do you, like, at that point, I was like, is this guy instigating a fight? Can this guys please just put it back together, because we don't even want to hear any of the stories looking at the show like that's going to round up in a couple of hours. Anyways, they had their back and forth conversation about who was the best, and you know, the second highlight for that conversation for me was just literally hearing Themba scream this, Tamara was the worst H2H. Tamara was the worst H2H. And I'm like, what did Tamara do to Themba? I'm very sure Themba is that kind of person that forgives people, like never forgives people, or maybe forgives, I don't know, takes time to forgive. Because we know one of the biggest beef Themba has with Tamara is the fact that, you know, Vino was got out of the show because of his veto power use. So I don't know. I feel that part of Themba has not let go yet. And of course, we also know Tamara was that person that was really forceful, like that really stressed or strained or dragged the housemates to actually do a lot of things, have a lot of meetings. This housemate complained so much about it that, Themba was literally saying, this guy is treating us like kids. We are not children. So I mean, I was just laughing, rolling on the floor when Themba was screaming. Tamara was the worst HOH. Tamara was the worst HOH. And, it was just Tulz for me trying to defend Tamara and say, you know what, she wasn't the worst. Like, I don't know. At the end of the day, these guys ended up with the argument of who slept in the HOH lounge more. And Themba was like, you were head of house 3 times. I was head of house 2 times. I was the deputy twice, so I slept there 4 times. I slept there more than you. So I don't even know why Tulz was just hyping the whole thing, like trying to have this loud conversation about the head of house. But I just feel like this guy just wants to take in the momentum of, you know what, I broke a record in Biggie's house. I didn't just break the record of never getting nominated, never standing up until the final week in Big Brother's house. But hey, I want another record, and I want you guys to remember this one, this part of it, because it was like, these HOH games are literally one of the most difficult games that we saw this housemates playing in the house. And so I mean, Tulz deserves to take all the glory. So we literally just saw him like echoing that. When he was echoing, I was like, okay, you know what, your name is not going to get washed down in the history lane of Big Brother and Zanzi. We will always remember, right? We will always remember, because the way he was just doing it, I was like, okay, you know what, this dude is just literally saying, I need to get this, I need this award, I need this recognition, and hey, we're giving it to you. So Tulz, well done. Congratulations for emerging as the only housemate who has never been evicted, who never stood up for eviction, who never got nominated, or who escaped nomination. I think that's the word. Congratulations, Tulz, for being that one housemate in the Big Brother and Zanzi season 3, who escaped eviction till week 10. Guy, you're a legend. You're a legend. People like me understand and appreciate you. So yeah, we appreciate. We will not forget. Okay, so just calm down. And of course, we also appreciate that you won the record. You were the highest number. You won the highest times. You were head of house the highest times than any other person we've ever seen in the Big Brother show. So congratulations, Telani. So it was just like that ceaseless, calmness conversation, and for me, it was just watching how Gashon was just staring at them and how Mpo was just staring at them. These guys have said they don't really care about the head of house. Okay, I know somebody like Mpo really cared about being head of house, but unfortunately she didn't. But somebody like Gashon was like, I don't even care who wins head of house, who is head of house, or who is not. So it was just their mood, and I'm like, okay, maybe these guys are just bored and they just wanted to have a boring conversation about this head of house, because it was more like after boring party, boring gist, and the last hot night gossip gist this housemate decided to have was just to talk about HOH. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. So guys, stretching forward, there was really nothing that happened. Nothing really happened. We now saw, when it was lights out, we saw Themba speaking native language. I'm like, okay, Themba, you want to break all the rules this night, right? Because no microphone infringement, no punishment. That punishment Biggie gave you is not enough. So we actually heard Themba. I don't know, but the only thing I know from listening to this conversation they had, like when I was just hearing this, there were so many things he said. I don't know if you understood what they said, if you understood what Themba or Lipo was talking about, because I only know the only thing I heard, the only word I heard was Mpo, Mpo, Mpo. So it was more like they were talking about Mpo, or I don't know what they were telling her. But if you know, let us know in the comment section. You guys know it's been like a struggle trying to decipher what is being said when this native language comes in. Anyways, that was literally everything that happened. The vibe is right. We're looking forward to seeing more vibe. We're going to see if there's going to be a hyper vibe from this housemate. I mean, just before the real eviction happens. Anyways, if anything gets to happen in the house, you guys know I got you covered. I'll be back here to give you guys more updates on what's up in Biggie's house. Hey, it's just a couple of us to the live final eviction. Okay, final show, so know who the winner is going to be. And anyways, we've seen a lot of preparations from the ex-housemates. We've seen people like Tato go have a haircut. We've seen Themba, Yoli, Norman reunite, get their grooves back. We've seen Acacia, we've seen BU, we've seen Vanessa and Nale, like all the housemates, like they have their vibes together, and I'm gonna be looking forward to seeing what they're all going to be looking at, like, and how the surprise we're going to be seeing on their face. So I'm looking forward to actually sharing that experience with you guys. You guys, this is literally it. Yeah, I'll be back here with more updates on what's up in Piggy's house. For now, thank you so much for your watch time, guys. Bye bye. Ciao ciao.